Enrique, I'm so sorry. Michael? Michael! Huh. That's funny. Well, what do you know? She must be tied up at the market. Well, there are never enough checkout girls when you need them. Come in.
For me?
You wish. You see, I thought I was late for dinner, but apparently I'm early.
Oh. So, the flowers that are supposed to say you're sorry
Are now just a, well, a thoughtful gesture. What can I do for you?
I really wanted to talk to you about what happened with the children. But if you have dinner plans, then...
No. Please stick around.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Michael's fine with all this.
Am I such boring company?
What?
You keep looking at your watch.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not you. It's just I was supposed to cook dinner for Grant tonight, and he's probably wondering where I am.
So let him wonder, it'll do him good. You know, they have an excellent wine list here. What are you having?
Just some sparkling water.
You don't drink?
I do drink, but if I drink, then I'll have to wait at least an hour before I drive home, and then I'll really be late. Enrique, I can't help it. I just feel so terrible bailing on him like this.
Then you should go.
You don't mind?
No, you're right. It's not fair to Grant. After all, I'm sure he's never bailed on you at the last minute, or he's never put his own interests ahead of yours. And I'm sure he's never, ever led you to believe he'll do one thing and then turned around and done the exact opposite.
Excuse me, have you decided?
Unfortunately, lady.
Actually, I would love a Mai Tai. And can you bring us a couple dinner menus? Sure. Thanks.
The role of Thorne Forrester will now be played by Windsor Harmon.
And what about the Australian order?
That's done.
Already?
Yep, we shipped this morning.
Well, I guess hiring some extra people in the sewing room that's really paid off.
Yeah, we got very lucky. We found some very good people.
Yes, Rich said that to me. He mentioned one young woman in particular. I can't remember her name.
Ah, Claudia.
Oh, he talked to you about her, too?
No, I hired her. And I can tell you, she's very impressive.
Mrs. Forrester, I really can't talk right now. I have work to do.
Like what? Like pawing my husband, like baking him little goodies? That's all I've ever seen you do around here.
Mrs. Forrester, there's no need to get upset.
Oh, why don't you let me decide that? You know what kills me? You have no right to even work here.
I am doing a very good job for your husband.
You're doing a very good job on my husband. All these stories about your sick mother and running for your life.
You think I'm lying?
I think you would say and do just about anything to work here, yes.
That is not true.
Well, you told me you had a green card. That was a lie, wasn't it? That's what I thought.
Why? Why does it bother you so much that I work here? It's not even your company.
No, it's not. It's not my company. But this is my country. And you're breaking the law by being here.
I had no choice.
Oh, you want a choice? Okay, fine, I'll give you a choice. You either go back to wherever you came from, or I'm gonna have your butt deported.
Brooke, that's exactly how it happened. And I never meant for those children to overhear that. I mean, you believe me, don't you?
Yes, Grant, of course I believe you. I just didn't want them to have to go through any of this.
Well, you were going to tell them this week, weren't you?
We were supposed to, but I really don't think Ridge would have gone through with it.
Did Ridge say that?
We talked about it. We talked about what this would do to the children. And the thought of the look on their faces when we told them that we couldn't be a family like we promised. Ridge couldn't do it. I know it. And he doesn't want to hurt Taylor, but he would do anything to protect those children from any of this.
Well, it's a little late for that. They already know. So how are they doing?
They're actually being very, very brave. But they really don't believe that Ridge would marry anybody else. But if he does go through with this, no, I can't let that happen. I'm not going to give up.
Brooke, you are something. I don't know whether to be proud of you or afraid of you.
Why don't you just tell me what happened at Forrester while I was away?
What would you like first? The mayhem or the mischief?
You laid it on that thick.
Well, depends on your point of view. All I did was take complete control, issue strict guidelines on the spring showing, and insist that every fabric, every concept, every sketch be run by me for approval.
You didn't.
You better believe I did.
Oh, I'm sure Eric's very upset right now.
Well, let's just put it this way. He is not a happy camper. Does that bother you?
Well, I don't really like to put them through that. Except for maybe Stephanie.
Well, I know how you feel. I mean, sometimes I feel like the world's biggest jerk. But we did achieve your desired effect.
You mean with Ridge?
Oh, yes. His eyes are open.
And how did the family react?
Well, there was some pouting, there was some temper tantrums, everything you'd expect.
But that's it?
No, there was this feeble attempt of rebellion.
Oh, what was it?
Well, they hired someone without my permission.
Who?
I don't know, some wannabe designer. But get this, Ridge gives the guy the impression that he was hired to replace me.
Well, that's wonderful.
So I moved out.
Good for you.
But then Brooke blew Grant off, and he said how sorry he was for ruining things.
And you believed him?
Right. So I moved back in, but then Brooke proposed.
And then you moved out.
No, I stayed.
Why?
I don't know. I know it looks pretty sad from the outside. But Brooke doesn't love Grant. She's using him. In a few weeks, this whole engagement thing will be history.
And you'll settle for a man who's settling for you. How romantic.
Enrique?
I'm sorry. But it just makes me angry to see a smart, beautiful woman just throwing herself away on a man like Grant Chambers.
Well, you don't understand.
No, I don't. How can you excuse his behavior?
I don't. But I'm just trying to understand it. Because I love him.
You don't love him.
I do love him, Enrique. I think I should know more than you. I've been waiting for a man like Grant my whole life.
Your whole life? You've had other boyfriends.
Yes, but I never gave myself to anyone like I gave myself to Grant.
Now I see. You have to believe that Grant is the man of your dreams, the man you waited for. Or else discover what a terrible mistake you've made. But Michael, your mistake is not so terrible. You can move on. Find someone to love you the way you deserve.
Grant does love me. He does, Enrique, in his own way.
There is only one way to love a woman. You respect her. You appreciate her. You honor her with your words and your actions. You sacrifice for her happiness to make yourself worthy of being loved in return. Anything less, Michael, is not love.
So Claudia's a political refugee.
Yeah, her family was very high ranking in the San Carlos government. And when it was overthrown, they had to run for their lives.
How awful. She's very fortunate, isn't she? And I guess we're lucky now. She's here and working with us.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it. You should meet her mother. She's lovely, she's very well educated.
Sounds like an interesting person.
Oh, she's fascinating.
So, Claudia is fascinating.
Mother, you know what I mean. Politically, intellectually.
I just hope that your wife is understanding when you describe another woman as being fascinating.
Understanding is not how I would describe Macy lately.
Is she upset with you?
Well, she has a problem with Claudia.
Oh, I think I can see why, especially if you describe her as fascinating.
Mother, jealousy is not the issue here.
Don't be surprised if that is the problem.
So, what's it gonna be? You can either leave by choice, or I can call the INS.
I can't go back to San Carlos.
Well, then go someplace else.
There is nowhere else where I can support my family. Mrs. Forrester, I came here to work hard, to make a new life for myself and my family, the same way your grandparents or great-grandparents
No,
did.
that's not the same thing. My ancestors came here legally. Just because you want the American dream, Claudia, does not justify you to break American laws to get it.
I don't understand you. Look at you. You are so fortunate. How can a woman like you turn her back on the poor, on the oppressed?
Don't you dare say that to me. I have compassion for the poor. I have a lot of compassion for the poor, but I have no compassion for people who come to this country illegally and then expect to take full advantage of the system.
Take full advantage of the system? My God, your businesses lure illegal immigrants so they can have low-wage workers. And then your politicians, they scapegoat them so they can get reelected. We are the ones who make your beds, pick your crops, take all the jobs that no one wants because we need them.
Oh, but that's not your problem, is it? You've got a job that a lot of people would kill for. A good paying job.
Yes, your husband has been very kind.
He's been kind. He's been too kind. And yet you want more. Why else would you be bringing him gifts and giving him massages in the office?
He had a headache.
A headache? Give me a break. What is it that you're really after, Claudia? What do you want? A husband? An American husband so that you can get a green card? Or do you want to get pregnant so that you can have your own little citizen and collect welfare?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you make moves on my husband?
That is not what happened.
I want you gone. Now.
What you just described, it sounds so beautiful.
It's the least you should expect.
Have you ever been in love like that?
Yes, once.
Well, what happened?
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you and Grant.
I know what you're saying. I know it's right. I know I should stand up for myself a little bit more, but it's not that easy.
And this is easy? Living with a man who shows you no respect? Feeling yourself get weaker and weaker as he tramples on your pride, your dignity?
No.
Of course not. Michael, you're a woman of spirit and passion. You're bright, caring, charming. It's so beautiful. The love of such a woman is so rare, so precious. Don't give it to someone who doesn't see its value. Hold on for someone who will see you for the treasure that you are. I promise you, it'll be worth the wait.
Sorry, I really have to go.
Michael.
Well, Grant's probably worried sick about me, you know? I'll see you around, okay?
Claudia may be intriguing, but you take care of Macy and your marriage.
My marriage is fine. Your love life, on the other hand, could use a little
I
work.
beg your pardon?
Mother, you've always been so worried about your kids. You know, and not that we don't appreciate it, we do. But I think it's time you shift focus a little, you know? I would really love to see you go out on a date.
So would I.
Really? Well, that's great, because I know at least a dozen men who would stand in line to take you out.
No. There's only one person I really enjoy spending time with. You know that.
You mean Dad?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I always hoped you and Dad would get back together, but after all these years, I just don't think it's very realistic.
Guess what? He kissed me.
What? Wait, you mean a real live, honest-to-goodness kiss?
A full court press.
Ah!
I think something's happening here.
Really? I'm happy for you, Mother. Good for you.
Ridge hires someone to replace me, and you think that's wonderful?
Well, why would he do it unless he plans to marry me?
Well, maybe he just figures you'll give up.
That will never happen.
Good. Glad to hear it, because these last few days have really changed my perspective.
What do you mean?
Well, when you first put me in charge, I really got off on the power. Holding it over the Forresters, giving them a little helping of what they've been dishing out for years. But something else I've come to realize is that I like being in charge. And I'm good at it. Yeah, I'm gonna make some mistakes, but with your experience, my design sense, you and me would be unstoppable.
Hold it. That might be true, but...
No, it is true. You and I make a great team. Not just in business. Brooke, I care about you. And I know deep down inside you care about me. You may not want to admit it. But we're friends. We're close friends. It's more than most married people can say.
Oh, Grant, we're probably not going to be married people. At least not to each other.
Well, maybe not. But there's still a chance. Brooke, you and I would have a great life together.
Look, Grant, you're right about one thing. We are good friends. And that is why I want you to be careful. I don't want you to burn your bridges with Michael.
I don't have to worry about that.
Well, I do worry. What if Michael leaves and I marry Ridge?
Wait. Michael is not going to leave me.
You don't think she has a problem with this?
Yeah, she's not too thrilled.
No, I didn't think so.
But she is the most understanding girl in the world.
You know, you really didn't have to drive me home.
Well, you're upset.
I wasn't upset. I know that Grant's probably frantic by now.
Well.
What?
See for yourself.
They're probably just talking business.
That's it.
Wait, Enrique!
Take your hands off her.
What?
Who are you?
Enrique Alvarez.
Oh, excuse me. This is your newest and soon-to-be former employee. Michael, what are you doing with this guy?
You bring another woman into our home and you question her?
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do. What I don't know is what you're doing with a man like this. He's a disgrace to himself and your company.
I want you out of my house.
You have no idea what you have in this woman.
Enrique, please.
She gave you everything, all of herself, and you threw it away. You're a fool, Chambers.
She gave me everything, throwing it away. What are you, the big relationship police?
Grant, just calm down.
No. Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm her friend, which is more than you can say.
Look, I don't owe you an explanation, but just for the record, now that everyone's here, I'm not using anybody. Michael would be the first to attest to that. Wouldn't you, Mike? Michael?
You disgust me, Chambers. I'll be outside.
Michael, if there's something you want to talk about, let's get it out in the open.
You know what? I don't really want to talk, Grant. I just want out. We're finished.
Wait, Michael, wait! Michael! Michael! Michael!
I'm sorry,